finding love and recognizing love is going to be so much easier, because then you'll be able to identify if someone's truly, really in love with you. Not have love for you, in love with you. What's poppin', people? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about the most coveted thing in the world right now. We're going to be talking about if real love even exists, especially in millennial generation, Generation Z. Seems like we're really struggling here. So when it comes to love and trying to identify it, a lot of people refer to this verse. The verse is telling you exactly what love is and what it is not. The problem that we tend to run into when it comes to this verse is that we expect this from someone else before we even give it to ourselves.
What you talking about, Willis?
The reason a lot of us don't know what love is because we're constantly giving it and wanting to get it in return. So we're loving someone in hope that they reciprocate that same love to us, but we have yet to love ourselves effectively, so that way we can be able to recognize real true love from somebody else. So the first thing you need to do, obviously, is love yourself. I'm not talking about a little treat for yourself, a little spa day. I'm going to buy myself that expensive thing that I've been saving up for. While that is okay, I'm talking about genuine, loving yourself. Being patient with yourself, being kind with yourself. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about treating yourself to materialistic things. I am talking about your internal. Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it doesn't boast. Are you those things to yourself before you ask someone else to be that to you, okay? Are you patient with yourself? Or do you find yourself beating up on yourself when you make a mistake? Have you had failed relationship after failed relationship and now you've given up on it completely? Those are all examples of how you are not being patient with you. And not having patience with yourself turns into not being kind to yourself. You can beat yourself up in one of three ways. You can either think bad things about yourself, say bad things about yourself, or physically harm yourself, or if you're taking it to the extreme, you do all three. Either way, you are not being kind to yourself. So how do you expect someone to be kind to you? You want it, you're looking for it to come from another person, but you have yet to give it to the person that needs it the most, which is you. And then let's say you come across that person that can actually be those things to you. You probably won't be able to handle it because you don't feel like you deserve it because you haven't given it to yourself yet. And I'm here to tell you that you do. You do deserve patience and kindness. If God gives us grace and mercy, what makes you think, or let me rephrase, who do you think you are to not give yourself grace and mercy if the one that made you gives it to you? Make it make sense. And love does not envy or boast. First of all, if you are doing either of these things, you're insecure. Point blank, period. No excuses, no ifs, ands, or buts. You're an insecure person. A secure person does not look at someone else's success and get envious of it or get jealous of it. They look at it, applaud, and use it as motivation and thinking that, oh, they can do it, I can do it too. They don't sit around looking around, oh, look at her relationship, oh, look at that job that she just got, oh, look at that family. They're not doing that. They're looking at it oh, okay, I'm happy for them. That means if they can get it, I can get it. Being envious or jealous of someone else only shows you how you view you. You're envious because deep down, you don't see that life happening for you. And so you're mad at someone else who had the balls and the guts to actually go for it and achieve what they want and have the faith to believe that they can have it, because you don't think like that or you don't see yourself getting to that level. Now you're jealous of somebody else. So that's really, like I said, an insecure problem that you have. And being jealous is not cute. I don't know who told y'all it was. I don't know where that trend came from of having an insecure boyfriend or girlfriend or a jealous boyfriend, because I'm sure all of you have watched some type of reality TV and you have seen where a friend or a boyfriend or a family member gets jealous. How does it turn out? A hot mess. They look stupid, you look stupid, and now you're embarrassed by the people that you're connected to. When you can't really be mad if you're an envious or jealous person yourself, because all you did was attract that same kind of person to be in your life. So you can't get mad at them because you have those same traits. You would act the same way in a different situation or a similar situation, who knows? But because you have that envious and jealous spirit brewing up in you, you can't judge that person for acting out. But again, why would you want that? Everyone's wanting love. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not boast. But you're doing those things to yourself. So you're going to attract those things. And boasting. If you feel the need to boast about something, oh, baby, your insecurities are like screaming. You want to be seen so bad. And for what? Do you feel invisible? Was your goal for success in any area just to rub it in somebody's face or to prove them wrong? I'm not saying that showing off your significant other, showing off your successes, the new business, the house, the car, I'm not saying any of that is bad. You're proud of it. You worked hard for it. You had faith enough to believe for it, and now you have it. There is nothing wrong with showing it off every now and then. But when you're doing it for the sole purpose of trying to rub it in somebody's face, just to say, hey, look at me, I proved you wrong, blah, 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 that's when it becomes a problem. Like, think about it. Would you want a person who has a boasting problem? I'm going to call it that. I don't know if that's a thing, but I'm going to call it that. Would you want someone who was always putting your business in the streets? Like, would you really want to be friends with someone, be dating someone who does not even know the meaning of a private life because they boast so much? Like, they just want the world to know every move they're making, and you don't have a private life. And then now you're dating this person, or you are this person, and all your business is in the streets. And then God forbid someone says something about your relationship or your business or your car or whatever that you don't like. But then how are you going to get mad because you put it out there for the world to see? You put it out there for someone to have an opinion. Everyone is not going to be happy for you. Everyone is not going to be putting a smile on their face when you're happy. Like, that's not how the world works. So if you're a boasting type of person and you're the person that always wants to be seen and wants to have the last word and just has to like prove everybody wrong and you just want to show off, do not be surprised if you attract someone doing the exact same thing. Like, I'm not saying if you are dealing with someone like that it's your fault, but I'm just saying look at yourself. Like, we're talking about your self-love right now. If you're someone who boasts, you have an insecurity. If you're someone who's jealous, you have an insecurity. And you need to fix those things before you get with anyone. And the next part. Love is not arrogant or rude. If someone is arrogant, more than likely they're rude. It's almost like it just comes with the territory because for some reason they feel like, oh, they're all high and mighty and nobody can touch them. So if they have that mentality, or if you have that mentality of yourself, you're automatically thinking that the person next to you is less than you. They're smaller than you. You're better than them. So what are you going to do? You treat them how you view them. So you're going to treat them like they're less than you, which in turn turns into being rude. It doesn't matter if you're humble in one area and arrogant in the next. Arrogant is arrogant. If you're arrogant in one area, you're an arrogant person, period. And a sure sign to know if you're arrogant is pride. The Lord had to rid me of pride many, many times. Pride is the key characteristic to know if you're an arrogant person. Prideful people usually feel like they can't do any wrong, and if they do something wrong, they don't want to apologize for it. And then when they don't apologize for it, what happens? They're viewed as a rude person. You see how the both are mixing together? So think about it. You would honestly rather lose a friendship or lose a relationship because you can't say you're sorry, because you can't say I was wrong. You would rather lose it than admit and just choose to see yourself and choose to see the mistake that you made. That is pride. And if you're a prideful person, I'm telling you right now, you need to change that. Because if you can't even admit to yourself when you are wrong, you're not showing love to yourself because you're choosing not to let yourself see the error of your ways and grow from it. Not hold yourself to it, like not forgive yourself. But if you can't even admit to being wrong in an area, you won't be able to see yourself to grow and change and be a better person. So you're not loving yourself because you're not giving yourself the opportunity to be better. You are choosing to stay stagnant and stay where you are, all because of pride. You're human. You will make mistakes. You will hurt someone's feelings. You will not always be right. Accept that now. Like, seriously, take a minute and just accept that. I am human. I will make mistakes. It will not be intentional, but they're going to happen because I'm a human being. There is no such thing as perfect. So you're going to make a mistake. Just don't hold yourself to that mistake, and don't make them on purpose, using it as an excuse like, oh, I'm a human, I'm trying, blah, blah. Actually try, but settle that within yourself right now. You're going to make a mistake. You're going to hurt somebody's feelings. You're not always going to be right. You're not going to make the right decision every single time. That's part of life. That's part of your human journey on this earth, and it will continue to happen. You just got to continue to grow from it. Once you learn from once you recognize your mistakes, you then learn from it. That is the whole point. Once you're at that point when you're able to admit when you're wrong and you have gotten rid of pride, your love life will only benefit, honestly. It may not seem like a benefit in the moment because it's new, it's uncomfortable, it's change, it's different for you. So anything that's different is going to be uncomfortable. But once you get over that hurdle and you do it the first time, the second and the third time, it's just going to be much easier. And you're really helping yourself in the long run because prayerfully somebody sees that, okay, this person's honest and they're humble and they're patient and they're kind. They're viewing you as a whole, not in pieces. Like they're looking at how you treat yourself. And if you are treating yourself with the love and kindness that you deserve, you are showing somebody else how to treat you. And don't put an age on change. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how young you are. It really doesn't matter. If you choose to change and you choose to better yourself, it's never ever too late. And plus, once you actually love yourself, finding love and recognizing love is going to be so much easier because then you'll be able to identify if someone's truly, really in love with you. Not have love for you, in love with you. You'll be able to identify it because you're giving it to yourself. So then you're going to be able to recognize if someone else is being fake with it or they're just acting this way right now. You're going to save so much time and basically getting rid of different suitors. You can like, oh, okay, that's fake, that's fake, this is fake, this is fake. Oh, you're the real one. Got it. You'll be able to do that so much more faster because you're going to know what it looks like because you've been doing it for yourself all this time. Alright, so we covered patience, kindness, envious, boasting, rudeness, pride, arrogance. Like we covered all of those things. I would go into the next ones, but then this video will be way too long and I really want you guys to understand what I just said and digest it. Hope this video helped give you guys clarity on the idea of love. I will be touching on the rest of it in the next video. So if you haven't already, hit that notification bell, like and share it with a friend, and I will see you guys in that next video. You don't want to miss it. Bye!